Howdy folks, this is Jonathan, the Game Master for Demon Dayz, an actual play podcast with a focus on fiends and the friends who play them. We've got a great episode lined up for you, but first, we want to give a shout out to our amazing sponsor ArcKnight. Their detailed high-quality props, maps, and minis are a delight and bring the table to life. We also want to thank Gordon McAlpin for the artwork for our show. Being infernal has never looked so good. Like what we do? Give us a review on your podcast app of choice, and then hop over to our socials to say hi. That's These Demon Dayz on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And now, on with the show.
Friends, fiends, bring out the beer and plant your ass right here, because things are about to get funky. When last we spoke, our heroes did some shopping, met and traded with a member of the Black Rose Thieves Guild, and then had a grand old evening. Except for Yusuf, who had a lot on his mind. He walked around the city all night and somehow didn't get tired. And that's where we left off, in these Demon Dayz.
Feder, Tazlin, your night is almost over, and you have a few more moments before you go to bed. What are you guys up to?
So at this point, like, all of that energy is gone, you know, is well worn out, and Feder is just, again, like, in his head now, and he's just like, right, so, and he's got his little book out, and it, like, one of the journals and a pencil, and he's just sketching out, dusters.
Okay.
He's just sketching them. He's like, no, Tazlin, like, really, I mean, do you think, like, because some of them have, like, kind of that mid-shaw kind of thing, which might help keep the rain off, but might look really cool, you know, but it's like, is it tapered, you know, is it like, or is it like a... And I'm just sketching, and maybe... I don't even know how truly interested in this years, but I am very interested. Like, I really want to get this out, because, like, we'll have a day on the boat, and maybe you can get something back, and then... You know, I'll have this, like...
Maybe if you have the front end, like, fall right under chest level, and then the back be longer, like the...
Oh, a little longer,
yeah.
like a layered... Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like I need to be able to get back into the knives, you know? I gotta be able to, like...
You gotta have slits in the back?
Yeah, slits in the back.
Maybe
some
slits on the side, too, just kind of like laces gi.
In the swamp.
Straps in the swamp.
I mean, I like them visually, but...
I feel like that would
maybe get caught on things.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but it's like
cumbersome, and
we're getting back towards the poncho.
I don't
and it makes
necessarily
me very
want you to like get caught and then drown in like an inch of water.
Right. Okay. So what do you think of this? Is this a good?
I reach over and I do like a couple tweaks.
A couple tweaks on it.
We'll take some like yeah. I think
okay.
Yeah,
all right. So then just a little note. This is like Alaman, quick turnover required. Can you make this with what's required? You know, give me price tag. Price not an issue if it looks good, and then I'll put the owl skin into the bag.
Okay.
And then that into the bag as well.
Yeah, it takes both of you to get that much material in, just because there's a lot of it, and it's bulky, and you get it in there, and then you put the note in.
Okay. We like double team it. I'm holding the bag open while he's shoving it.
Just cramming it in there.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, that just feels good. Do you feel better? Do you feel good? I feel good. Maybe.
I mean,
possibly.
I've felt better since earlier this evening, but
yeah.
If you feel good,
I'm
glad.
Was nice. You know? Yeah. Tomorrow, woohoo! And then I am just almost immediately asleep. Like just like and
just
out.
Bam.
Yeah.
Cool. And the night winds down for all of you. Tazlin, you wake up after what feels like a nice, long sleep to find yourself in a clearing in a lush, luminous forest that seems to shine and shimmer, brighter than anything you've ever seen before. You try to focus on a spot, anywhere really, but your eyes have trouble adjusting. A sudden rustle in the trees behind you startles you. You turn to see the large panther from before. It moves over to you gracefully and rests against you, sniffing and eventually licking your face. The name, which has been just out of reach, rings in your ears as clear as a bell, spoken across time and space, by many who befriended the majestic beast, Shenzoban. Your eyes grow heavy, and you fall asleep once again. You see the female drow you killed at the haberdashery, but younger and alone, clutching the onyx figurine for dear life. You see her first time saying Shenzoban's name. You see her age and harden into her life of crime. You see her meet the other bandits from the haberdashery and gang up on Tilda. You see the panther watch this happen and sever its bonds, returning to the astral plane. And with a start, you wake up. Shenzoban stirs beside you, giving you a quizzical look.
Oh.
There is now a panther in your room, in bed with you both.
How asleep am I?
The shit out of the sheets.
I would love for this to be organic and some like.
I see
roll
that,
something?
and I kind of
Yes. What are you trying? You want to gradually realize what's going on, or
I kind of backwards crawl over like onto Feder, and like out of the bed and down on the floor and almost like dragging him with me by accident.
What is it? Just knives, like two out. What?
you both do a dex save for both of you, since she's trying to climb out of the bed and crawl back, and she's pulling you, and you've both startled.
Dex save.
Dex save, yeah.
Okay. Natural 20. It's a 26.
Yeah, you land almost hero pose, and your
scoop
knife.
her up.
Yeah.
Like flip over the top. I'm covering over her.
Yeah,
two
I got
knives
a 17.
Out.
Yeah. You both. It's the most graceful way you could end up clumsily
tumbling off the bed,
and it looks good. You guys look good doing it.
Do you?
And you just, the panther doesn't seem to startle either. It just stares at you and tilts its head and looks at you, Taslin.
Do you see that too, Feder? Do you see that?
The giant fucking panther on our bed?
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Okay, is that Shin?
I think its name is Shenzoban.
And it alerts to you a little bit at attention. Taslin.
Oh. Well, hi, kitty. Hello.
Can I roll an insight check on this beast in my bed?
Sure. This beast in my bed.
Does it just take up more space now that they've gotten out of it? He just stretches out.
19.
Yeah, I mean, it's taking its space on the bed and doesn't look threatening at all. It looks friendly, casual, at ease with you both, even.
Close to a nap.
Yeah. Stretches its paws out and turns to reveal its belly.
I just like crouch down on the ground and like slowly approach the bed with my arm out. I'm like, hi. Hello, kitty. Hi.
And you reach out and it does a quick like jerking motion to startle you.
Yeah.
And then you hear it purr. The purr gets very loud and it just reclines again.
Okay.
Taslin.
Yes.
Taslin.
Yes.
What do we do?
I don't know.
I wasn't allowed to have pets, so this is very strange. And
I mean, I'm familiar with dream walking, but I've never had anything come out of my dreams.
where's the statue? Can we put it back in the statue?
Do I hear any of this being back like in the bar yelling with the
walls are thin? Do I
walls
hear
being
anything?
thin?
Yeah, you hear the clatter and the not so much crash because they did a very graceful job of falling off the bed, but they made enough noise.
Do I just think it's sex, or do I go check it out?
It sounds too weird to be sex.
Okay, well,
I mean, but does it though?
Yeah. I don't know about that. Maybe an insight check.
yeah. Oh, I got.
Given the late night you guys had,
Wait.
13.
As
13.
I'm getting closer, I'm just like,
My insight check was a natural 20 plus 4, so
nice kitty.
yeah, you hear the what the fuck? I'd never had a pet before. Like you get the whole you get their whole conversation.
I'm gonna.
guys,
I need to see if this is real.
I like tap the wall a little.
No.
Shut.
The panther is unfazed.
Taslin? What?
Huh?
I mean, Lisa?
Yes.
Very slowly come into the room, please.
Okay.
Do not be alarmed.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You open up our door and I'm standing outside like,
Making a weird face. That's what he was doing.
making a,
I'm also naked.
that.
Oh, so are we.
Oh yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's just like
No,
three
you're gonna
naked
open.
tieflings
You're
and a
gonna
cat
open
walking
the
in a
door,
bar.
and you're gonna see me like crouched down.
I grab my bow staff
Question
though and kind of
is-
walk in there.
Poe is still with you, right?
Yeah, but I just tell her, shh.
No, she doesn't. She's just out.
Okay,
You
okay.
just, it's snoring.
Good. Because I but
Yeah.
I grab my bow staff and just kind of walk over there calmly, quietly.
Yeah. I don't have any armor on,
Okay.
so I'm not making a whole lot of noise, but just.
Yeah, you guys filter into the room.
Should we open the door?
Oh, yeah.
Slowly come into the room, please.
Open the
Okay.
door. Oh, wow.
You see the panther sitting there on its back, or at least revealing its belly to Taslan.
What did you guys do tonight?
I mean,
How much gold did you spend on this?
No gold. Came out of my dreams, trying to find out if it's real. I'm glad you guys can see it now. Hush.
This is the dream.
Oh, I get it.
I'm slowly like crouch walking over with my hand out, and I'm like, nice kitty.
Does it have a name?
Pretty
purrs, it
kitty. Very big ball of fur. And I touch it.
And it feels nice and warm to the touch.
It's real.
Yeah, it's also not aggressive towards you. I can tell you that much.
That's good.
I mean, what does it eat? What do we do with this?
You should probably keep your raven away for now, I think.
Well, I'd hope that it wouldn't eat the raven, because
don't
it's
know.
not a. It's made out of shadows. It's not a real raven.
I mean, but the cat doesn't
Is its
know
tail
that.
like flipping at all, or is it just like?
Yeah, kind of flopping gently.
Can any of the rest of us touch it? Like, can I try? Do you
mean-
think it'll be mad?
Sure.
I try to like pet its.
It does look in your direction as you're reaching out.
Hi. Can I say hi?
It lets you pet him.
Oh.
I think this is Shenzoban.
And it turns its attention back to you again.
Shenzoban.
Okay.
Shenzoban, that's
That
It looks
is
like
her
every time
name.
you've said its name, it's looked in the direction of whoever's.
So you got its full name. Neat.
Do you know what this is?
I think so.
What is it?
I think it's that figurine you have.
Well, I mean, Feder told me that too. How do I get it back in? What do I do? I mean, it came, I was dreaming, and then it was there, and...
I will say this. If you send it back now, you might not get it back till tomorrow.
As an out-of-character DM reference for you to know, you can summon Shenzoban once per day by saying its name while holding the onyx figurine. Once summoned, it can stay with its master until dawn, or dismissed, or until it reaches 0 HP. At which
And-
point it will return home.
What time of night is it so far?
No, it's daytime.
It's daytime. It's around 4 or 5 in the morning.
Okay, so we were supposed to meet them at dawn. What I'm asking is it before dawn? Is it after dawn?
It's around. It's just hitting it.
You
Yeah.
slept in a little bit.
Slept in a little bit.
Okay, because I was gonna be like, well, then it's kind of already after
I
dawn. Okay.
I'm gonna go get Poe on her way to work, get packed up. You guys hang out with Kitty. Do you want me to get your stuff too, Yusuf?
Sure.
It was nice to meet you, Shenzoban.
You feel the purr.
And then I just go and take care of
Feder is so weirded out by this cat. He really is. Like, he really is. He's just quietly trying to put his suit on. I'd like not diametric ends of the room from the cat, but like keeping a fair distance from the cat.
I'm gonna roll some Arcana to see if I can, in character, know about the whole daytime stuffs.
Sure.
That would be a 23.
23.
Yeah.
What are you looking to know about the
Just
daytime
kind
stuff?
of like in character, knowing the whole like, oh, I can summon by holding the figurine and
Right.
what you said as a DM note, just so that I know.
Right. So yeah, you the dream starts to make sense, that last one especially, as you saw, for better or worse, Lestat, the female drow you killed, her history with it. You saw her do that. It's almost like the Panther himself gave you a history of his usage. and his service. So you saw her summon him at any time during the day, and sometimes she would dismiss him and just saying Shenzoban dismiss, and sometimes she did it out of anger and wanted him back and kept calling his name, but nothing. So learning the trial and error of it, that once it's gone for the day. Then there's times where she's gone to bed and had him for comfort. And as the sun basically starts to crest over, he exits. He just is gone. Not in like a poof or anything. It just does not exist in this plane anymore. And it's gone. Much to her sadness as she figures out what the rules are.
I turn to Feder while I'm still kind of like petting the belly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can make him, and I look at the cat.
It nods.
I can make him go away, but I don't, like, if we need him during the day, I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
he'll
it's
come back.
good. Like, it's good. This is a thing. You know,
you should come over here. Come
we're
on.
going,
I just hold my hand out at him. I'm like, come on, my other hand. Come on.
The panther looks expectantly.
Come on.
Sure. Okay. All right. Come. Which, like, around the side, or like, which? I don't.
Just
Not in
come
the face.
here.
You
Give me
get-
your-
feels very.
Just give me your hand.
Okay, fine.
As Feder, you get Feder's hand close enough, the panther decides to help out,
Just, like,
and
bump
just
it?
bumps it with his
Okay.
head, and does it like a brush to the side and left and right and up and down, as a cat might if you
Yeah.
just stick your hand out and wait for it to do the rest.
Yeah.
He gives you a little bit of a training wheels of this experience, and he purrs. The purr, you can feel it more so than.
Okay, so Taslan, what do we think? Do magical panthers shed? Because I just got like a black coat ordered, and like
You hear like
Well-
and it
okay, all right.
looks at you and then just shakes his head.
Two things.
Yes.
I think he just said no to the shedding.
Okay.
Don't think he sheds anyway.
Great.
And second, he's a panther.
Yeah.
He's black.
Yeah, but the hairs get all over. Okay, it's fine. It's good. This is a good thing. We're very excited about it. Yes. Hi. Hello, friend. Shinzaban and scratching here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks at you and just opens its mouth really wide for a moment and then shuts it and then resumes.
So breakfast. Yeah, I'm going to go get some and some for you. Does the cat eat? Do you eat?
It gruffs and
Okay.
shakes its head.
No eating for the cat. Great. The usual? Cool. Yes. Coffee and things. Okay. I'll be back. Off I go.
And it starts to follow you for a moment to the door and then just and then walks back to Taslan.
I kind of am sitting there amused, and I yell out, like, call after Feder, going, I think he likes you.
There's a
You hear a loud purr.
just like, like. Okay, yeah, we're doing this. All right, yeah, cat people, cool. Good one, Feder. Yeah, all right.
May I?
I just kind of stare at Yusuf for a second. Are we cool?
Of course we're cool.
Okay. Sure.
I walk over, kneel down. What's its demeanor towards me?
It looks very interested in what you're doing.
Okay. I offer my hand out, palm up, just like to, and I put it near its face.
It sniffs the hand, kind of leans back, looks you in the eyes for a moment, and then reaches out a paw and just rests the paw on your hand. It's heavy, though, so you've got to put some effort into holding it up, but it puts its paw in your hand.
Shenzoban.
It gruffs and nods.
I'm glad you're with us. And I slowly, like, I don't let his paw drop, but I start to take my weight away.
As you set it down, it stamps your hand down to where, and it brings its face into you and just stares at you for a moment.
I stare back. I do not blink.
And then it turns away and focuses back on Taslan, seemingly in approval.
I'm kind of just like laying down in the bed with it, petting it.
Yeah, it's purring.
I wake up Poe and get her out.
Uh-huh.
We both knew this was just a one night thing.
Oh, yeah,
Send
she's-
her on her way. She's cool. I'm cool. She's going to work. I put my clothes on, and then I'm so excited about this cat. I like knock on Taslin's door.
Hey, gang. I mean, We have a boat to catch, yeah? Mm-hmm. Boats to catch? Yes.
The door is still
so
open.
The door's still open.
Yeah.
I have all of our stuff. I have me and Yusuf's stuff all packed. Everything's ready to go. So, can I pet the cat before we leave?
Sure.
Okay, he's so cute. Hi, Shinsoban.
I'm going to get up and start getting dressed while she's doing that.
Once you part the vicinity of it, it does a toying tackle of Lisa. It just jumps out and tackles her. And at first you're like, oh my God, it's going to eat Lisa. But no, he's playful.
Oh.
And you realize what's going on and engage in it for a minute, and he gruffs at you and rolls back over.
This is so great. I just tackle him a little, and then I rub his belly, and then scratch his cheeks by his ears, and then I take his paw pads, and I take the toe bean tacks, because that's what you do with good kitties.
Yeah.
And then I rub his tummy.
And then after about 5 minutes of that, it just like, and it's like, stop.
Then I immediately pull up my hands and I go,
Yep.
thank you, Shinsoban.
And then it nods.
And then I take our stuff downstairs.
I leave so tasking addressed.
So, Winsome?
Wisdom, yeah.
Wisdom. So, Wisdom, I want you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I'm getting breakfast for the gang.
Sure.
There might be like a giant cat that comes downstairs, but he's cool and he's with us. So just be cool, okay? Like,
And as you say that, Shenzaban trots down, walks over to you, Feder, and just nuzzle against you. And you sense that he's keyed in on your discomfort and is going to make you play along with this. And Wisdom's eyes aren't, he's surprised, not bothered, but
he's good. He doesn't eat. He's fine.
he doesn't eat.
No, he's a good ghost cat thing.
Do I have to?
No.
Are we haunted?
No, we're fine. You're good. This is all.
I laugh as I come down the stairs
I'm like,
hearing
it's
that.
a dream cat Feder, not a ghost.
Yeah,
cat.
okay, sure, yes.
I mean, cool. I mean, you all do what you all do. I guess if it doesn't eat, then don't have to charge for it. Supplies and all that.
We good? We squared up, my friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to say, like, are you guys going to come back?
No, but we're
Willingly, yes, we will.
checking out. We might be back in a bit.
I can save the room for you.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you guys have been so nice.
I mean, it might.
The Panther thing
Might
is
be a
weird,
minute.
but, whatever.
It's going to be about a week.
Yeah,
I would say
it's weird.
don't
It just
save it for
happened.
more than a week,
Oh, okay.
because like we're gonna be gone for. Sorry, let me rephrase. In the next week, you can run it out.
Got it.
Well, we probably won't be back for another 7-8 days.
Okay, a limited arrangement engagement. Yeah.
Great, cool.
I can do that, yeah.
Can I have some eggs?
Yes.
Ham.
You guys want this stuff to go?
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
please.
taking the mug.
Sure. I mean, yeah. Cool.
Hard boiled is fine then.
Yeah, absolutely. Got some stuff prepared. I usually have a few things set up. And he goes and gets you guys tin containers and things. He puts the food in, and as he hands them to you, your hands burn a little bit. It's like, oh shit. If you have a cloth or something, it's gonna be hot. But
It's fine.
yeah. And he hands you nicely contained to-go food. Yeah, Feder, yeah. Do you want some of that bean water?
Yes.
Nice. You know what? I prepared ahead.
Oh, thank God.
Go just fill up whatever container you have in there.
Bless you.
It's a huge kettle. So
Cool.
it
And
sounds
just
like you're going to need a bunch.
Nip of the flask in there too.
Oh, yeah.
And- yeah.
No judgment here.
Thank you. And yes.
Cool. That's a very pretty panther.
I think Tasslin is slowly becoming a little bit too much for Feder.
Oh yeah, like first crush, like this went from like 0 to like there's a cat now. There's a okay.
That
Yeah.
was not in her control.
And yeah, you have your food to go. Your supplies ready. And unless you have anything else, you make your way over to Port Shatter.
Yeah.
And the port is bustling with activity. Everyone is getting an early start. The ships are going. The ferries are going. The smoke is in full effect. Specifically, Yusuf and Feder, now that you guys have made your way to the port, you notice these boats for the first time. At first, you're like, where are the sails? And then you see puffs of smoke coming out of a mechanized thing. And you both get a very distinct sense of infernal war machines. There's a construction that has an echo of that, or at least it reminds you of it, even if it's not exactly that.
Gotcha.
Yusuf, you recognize at least the design of them, the structure of them, as Fur-midable in design. Just because you at least you're versed enough in that culture because of the disgust of the gnomes you were with, but you recognize some of that design and some of that structuring, and from there you can tell what parts dwarvish, the combustion element, the stone crushing, the explosive elements are a little bit more dwarven, but how the mechanics propel the thing forward and all that is their design. It's a very interesting thing to see.
It's just, I mean, when you could get like good, strong wind power, you know what I mean? Like that's really, it's good. It feels good. It's salt air. Like I just don't know if I can. Whatever.
And yeah, you weave your way through the various ports, looking at different ships. Feder and Yusuf, you go through the same thing that Tazlin went through, of just, oh, that could be nope, that's not the ship. Oh, that's a nice ship. That's not the ship. And then you get to the
bag of butts.
The bag of butts that is Yosef Gemcutter's boat. And you see it, and your first inkling is, have we been had? It looks like it's weathered more so than rough. And you see Skoyle there, sitting at the dock, waiting for you guys expectantly, as well as Yosef. They're just sitting on the dock, sharing a drink amongst themselves. Skoyle brightens and jumps up. Hey guys, glad you could make it.
Yeah.
She sees the panther. Oh, I get it. I see.
Get it, Skoyle?
No, I was wondering why you guys were running a little late, and I think my answer just joined the party.
Yeah, there was a mishap.
So you're really just like unfazed by the magic panther, Skoyle?
Yeah, I had a pet once.
Fine, great, yes. And I'm just like on the boat.
Yosef looks at the panther for a long time. Does he eat?
No.
Fucking yes. Okay. Amazing. Just give me some more silver. 5 silver, and we got a place for him.
Done. Great.
Perfect.
I give him 5 silver.
Awesome. Now let's go. Let's get to this.
Oh, gods.
As Feder's like walking away, I kind of like go after him very quickly, and I'm like, Feder, hey, like,
Yeah?
is there a problem? Like,
No,
seriously, if you're really bothered by it, I'll put it away. Just tell me.
No, I mean, it's out now. It might as well be out. Like, it's fine. It's good. This is all good. Mm-hmm. It's good and fine. And here it is. You know? So, adventure, yay.
Doesn't sound good and fine.
No, we're good. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure. Okay,
Yosef
great, fine. And I just walk away.
Yeah. Yosef bursts out. Welcome to the delight of the dare deck.
Driving.
My blessed boat. Get on in. And he shies away as the panther walks past. Okay, get in. Get. Go. You all get on. And he's the last to jump in, unmoors from it, and goes over to the back of the boat and starts working on that machine, the blast engine.
I watch him with great interest. I want to see how this thing works.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much on the bow. Like, I'm up front. You know, just eyes front.
Yeah.
Hood ornament.
Yeah.
Got it.
He slams his hands into both sides of the machine. He does it a few times, and you hear a whirring, like a clicking, and he keeps smashing it, and eventually the last one hits grid, and the thing starts going and as it's starting to smash the thing. You see the smoke coming from it. A weird thing to see, but hey, it works. You feel the boat lurch forward. It takes a minute to get the momentum, but then it shoots forward and maintains a good speed. And he runs, he pushes past you guys and runs to the helm and starts guiding it.
What does this ship look like? Is it long does it look like a swamp boat?
It's longer like a swamp boat, but it has a lower area, a smaller lower area.
So it sits deeper in the water?
Like a canal boat?
Yeah.
Almost.
So there's a place for you guys to huddle up and rest under some semblance of cover and store some things, supplies. But he's got a bit up top for his helm.
Okay.
So it's kind of a fusion of a bunch of those things. You got a little bit of space below, about half floor in there.
Is the half floor in the back or in the front?
Towards the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But Fetter's up on top of that, like crouched, just on the bow.
Taslin's in like whatever space is available that's out of the way, that's like the furthest away from Fetter, and is like on the ground, kind of angrily going through her pack and rearranging things.
Yeah.
You two.
I know, right? It's so high school.
And yeah, you are in transit. At first, all you can see is the water speckled with a little bits of marshland here and there. Nothing strikes you as even remotely treacherous so far. As if reading your thoughts, Scoil chimes in. Used to be able to walk straight from the port to the tower. Now we got to use boats, and, well, if you fall over here, it was nice knowing you. Glad to do business. Hope you gave me the money first. Easier to boat this.
Sorry. Especially when you're like, hope you gave me the money first, and we have not exchanged any money.
She's aware.
Okay.
Yeah. Yusuf and Tassin both look at each other like,
Nope.
And yeah, you are on your way.
So,
Fetter looks very cross right now.
in transit, just as time starts to really pass, Fetter just starts to like think back over the last couple days and that attack, like the strike that he stopped of Yusuf's. And it just, over time, he keeps kind of replaying it in his head. And he just starts to think about like little ways he could have like rolled his shoulder into it, maybe, to maybe like lessen some of, it's like, oh, if I would have switched. And then that, he starts to kind of replay that over and over, and then starts to think about the other fights and the other hits, and like, oh, if I'd have turned into it or leaned in, and just starts to meditate kind of on that kind of stuff for the next couple hours.
Sure. So he's meditating. The panther has joined next to Taslin.
I'm sure he's very curiously like watching her just angrily go through the pack, and probably also like taking a look back at Fetter and then just looking at her.
Yeah, it follows your gaze to Fetter, back to you, and seems intent, like he's paying attention to what you're doing. And yeah, that leaves you two and Scoil and Yosef, who he's just manning the helm at the moment and kind of mumbling and cursing to himself. And Scoil's reading her book.
I move up to the bow next to Fetter and I sit down.
Okay.
Yusuf?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. It was a weird night, yeah?
I'm sorry I struck you.
No, man, you have nothing to apologize for. I did what I did.
I know. But for my part in it, I apologize.
I appreciate it. It's, I don't know, I feel like that in your own way, you've, managed to have gotten past whatever it was your upbringing was and your connection to Mephistopheles. And I look at Lysa, and she's completely oblivious to it all. Taslin, I think, is leery, appropriately. Who knows what is actually going on there? But I'm a son of the Hells. Am I proud of that? Maybe, who knows? But, like, I'm a little envious, you know? I'm out here, this is the most I've been out at Dis in forever. That's my family, man. That's my life, and it's complicated, and there's things I hate about it. There's things I truly, truly loathe about it. And I saw what you did, and I saw that look in your eye, and I did. I envied the immediacy of your action, the clarity of the uncomplicated fervor that you had. And I understand it. Trust me, I do, but...
It's far from uncomplicated, but,
yeah, but
I know what you're saying.
I can't. I mean, we know temper. We have dealings with temper. I know it seems silly. I know it seems trivial, but that could have kicked off a century-long conflict between our houses. I mean, you know this. You know that. I know you know this.
I do know that. I also know that infighting happens all the time, and for my part, I don't care.
Yeah, but
for your part, I do care.
I appreciate it. You know, and honestly, like, we started out, and it was the four of us against whoever, you know, and that was fine. It gave us a clarity of purpose, but we're starting to realize that there's a lot going on, and
There's definitely at that point like the first glance back over his shoulder towards Taslin, and I don't know, man. I appreciate this, I really do, but we're obviously tied together somehow. I want to understand. I want to understand, and I just want to be understood. Is that fair?
It is.
You know, and like, sure, man, I get it. Like, we wheel, we deal. There's a bit of what we do that's about knowing more, about using your intellect and bending things to your will as you can. You understand all of this. I know you do. But I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to any of you. Whatever this is, that we're stuck together. For better or worse, and I hope that it's better. And I don't know. I know it sounds weird coming from someone who probably looks like a charlatan half the time, but I trust you, and I want to be trusted.
I want you to understand that my naivety is not foolishness.
I know.
I know you make contracts. You have to. It's part of what you do. But what you do and what she did are not the same. The way you deal with, and I look around the boat, the way you deal with us, this is obviously your true nature, or else you wouldn't be doing it. The way you treat us.
Yeah.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm probably speaking out of place, but I think you toe the line back home. I think you need to. And I understand that. The difference is, I left. And all it is a choice. Is my choice better than yours? No, I'm not going to say that. What I will say is that you wouldn't coerce someone into those deals. I have no problem with free will. The Tomas, he probably would have ended up going to the hells anyway. I know that just by talking to him for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the difference is, and I know this because if she tried it on me, she obviously would have tried it on anybody else. I have no doubt that she charmed at least half of those contracts.
I mean, the contracts were for shit, one way or the other. But
Right. I know you wouldn't do that.
yeah.
I don't see any difference between her and the drow that had Tilda tied up in the basement freezing to death next to her dead brothers. And we had no problem killing her.
Yeah,
That's where I was at.
I know. I'm just gonna have to... I was on board. Vampire... Demon... The contracts just make it different. They just do. Because the contract isn't about what you want. The contract isn't necessarily about what's best. But it's about what you agree to.
It's what you agree to, yeah. It's what you write down. It's
Yeah.
what you sign to, and I
Yeah.
get that.
So... That was the point, you know? That was the point. And... I know you get it. I don't know. This is gonna get weird. I know it is. I can feel it. You know, and... I mean, not necessarily a pet person, but... There's a big fucking cat in the back of this boat.
Yeah, you woke up next to, I know.
Yeah, and it's just...
That can be jarring. I totally get that.
And it's more that...
I definitely woken up. Well, I didn't wake up next to a cat last night, but I could have.
Yeah, and it's more just I know this is gonna keep getting weird. I know it. There's something going on back home. I don't know what it is, but something's wrong. I can tell. And we're about to spend a 10-day driving out to the middle of nowhere. And I'm wondering how weird things can really, really get.
What I said last night, I meant.
Well, I appreciate
Or
it.
this morning, sorry. What I
Yeah.
said this morning, I meant.
I appreciate it.
And we'll do like the Viking
Yeah.
arm clasp.
I've got your back, you know? Right, fine, alright.
I get up and leave him alone.
Okay. Yeah, you leave him
And
alone.
I'm just scanning the horizon
Yeah.
in ways.
It's a very samey view.
Yeah.
Just a lot of water, some sprouting of bushes and marsh and all that, but still water. And the trek goes on. The boat keeps going.
There is room below deck?
Yeah, there's room below deck, enough for your materials, your supplies, bags, and
Enough
stuff.
to sit down?
Enough to sit down, enough to with cramped. Like you'd all be sleeping pretty close together. But
Lisa's not going to stay up on deck. She's going to go down below deck. She's going to meditate, but as she does, there's a little ring that she wears around her neck on just a simple leather thing.
okay,
She's going to just grab that for a second and take a couple of deep breaths and then just fall into meditation. This is like in a way that feels like a routine for her. Yeah, like there's a process to this because it's familiar to her. The whole like getting on a boat, going on a mission, very familiar.
Right, the beginning of travel, the preparation, the setting out, the energy, the raw energy that exists.
And also just navigating through swampland to do a fucking job.
Yeah. If you didn't see any of these people in your periphery or hear them moving about, you would think that you were with one of your superiors or even Wally, as you guys were on a mission before.
Mm-hmm.
In those moments of quiet, you could almost mistake that you were there during those times.
After having angrily rearranged my bag probably like 10 or 15 times, I obviously like get bored and exasperated with like rearranging the bag, and I just kind of start looking around and I find is there like any netting or like something that I can make into a ball?
Oh yeah, there's some loose netting.
Yeah,
bunched up in the storage.
I'm gonna take the loose netting and I'm gonna like bunch it up into like wrap it around itself so it becomes like this little ball, and then I'm gonna get up and start actually like kicking it around with Shenzoban, like
Sure.
little teeny tiny soccer between the two of us.
Yeah, at first it tilts its head because it doesn't exactly understand what you're doing at first. And you flash briefly that, oh, with the drow, this thing never played. And as it spends a moment studying what you're trying to do, bats it, sees your response of delight that you've started a game, and quickly catches on. And the game starts. And you're bouncing back and forth. And sometimes he'll even jump at you and try to startle the ball, like the yarn ball away, and knock it aside. And yeah, you guys start having some fun with that.
Fetter's humming too, by the way. Almost a annoyingly familiar sea shanty.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you hear Feder Shenzoban tilt its head to you quizzically, like, yeah?
I'm sure at some point I probably have kicked the net in such a way that it like goes up and lightly hits Feder in the back.
Huh?
Yeah. And as he turns, you hear Shenzo just looks at Feder again and opens its mouth. And then closes it.
Yes.
Hey, Feder, can you throw that back, please?
Oh, of course.
Playing a game.
Yeah.
You toss it back and it lands next to Shenzo and just
Thanks.
looks at you, tilts its head. But exaggerated.
Yeah.
It's fucking with you.
Yeah.
I kind of, under my breath, to Shenzo being like, stop it.
Right back at you, pal.
It makes a sound that you could have swore is like a laugh. Like a couple gruffs.
No, seriously, stop it. I like him.
It
You're
nuzzles
messing
it.
things up.
It nuzzles against you. But then kind of it headbutts you a little bit in Feder's direction.
No.
It does it again.
God, what are you doing?
It reaches over and swats the yarn ball back to Feder.
Yeah.
And then walks to find Lisa.
You know, I'm like keeping a visual perspective on where we're going, trying to make sure we don't get ambushed by swamp monsters. So
Yep, that's fine. You keep doing that. That's cool.
There's a long pause and you hear from below as the panther like peeks out over and just tilts his head.
He
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
He doesn't want to talk to me. He's busy. Just come over here and play.
The panther slumps a little bit and grudgingly rests next to you and half-heartedly swats the yarn ball at you. Fine.
Fine. I just like go up and just go and sit next to Feder. I don't say anything. I just sit there.
And like, as he's maintaining a very present vigil, his hand just kind of goes down to her shoulder. Just,
I reach up and touch it.
Yeah.
And a moment passes. And then you hear a, yeah. The panther walks past, looks at you, and slumps its shoulder a little bit. It looks to you like he's doing a, see? And then heads over and just sits next to Yusuf for a bit.
I move off the edge of the boat so that my back is against it now, and I sit next to him.
It purrs and nestles against you, but every now and then it'll just look at them and stare, and then look to you and kind of shake its head.
They'll get it. It's okay. I just scratch him behind the ear.
Yeah, you hear some purring, and the boat goes on, and eventually you see start to grow a little darker. The sun starts to go down, starts to get a little cloudier, and you lose sight of the sun, but you can still see its brightness as it just gently descends.
So we, Scoil, we staying aboard the boat this evening?
Like, is the sun setting, or is the sky just blackening, like it's clouding over and stuff?
For now, it's just setting.
Okay.
But it's a little bit cloudier. It's hard to discern at this point if it's because you're getting proximity to the tower or if it's just you've been far enough out from port that weather is just happening. But it starts to grow a little bit darker. And Scoil looks to Feder. Yeah, we've still got a little bit more. I figure by morning we'll be able to get to our much important journey.
Knowledge nature of a 10 is the sun setting about when it should be setting?
Yeah.
We've been honest. Okay.
Yeah. You haven't encountered anything weird, anything fucked up yet.
Right.
They said something about fishing, yeah? Does anybody have a net, or should we try?
Is it safe to fish here?
Squirrel shrugs. Yosef? Oh, yeah, I got some nets. Hold on. Give me about an hour. I'll have to power down soon. Give me a minute. And he makes his preparations.
Are we staying on the boat tonight?
Yes. Okay. Right now, there's nowhere that's shallow enough for you guys to stay.
Okay.
And that would be really an asshole thing for me to do, to make you do that. Even if there were. With this boat. It's dry.
Fair.
He begins his work powering down, and you start to feel the lurch of the boat as it gradually lurches to a halt. And just a blast of exhaust emanates from there.
Okay.
That's certainly a thing. And
It reminds me of home sometimes.
Feder will take his jacket off and loosen his tie and roll his sleeves up.
Sure.
And I'll say, do you have that net?
Oh, yeah. There should be some stuff down in the hold, just past where you guys put your stuff.
Great.
There's a few free nets. And he looks down at the yarn ball, or the ball made of nets. There's less nets now than there were, but...
No, that's fine. Once upon a time, I used to be pretty good at this.
The damn tiefling turned some of them into balls.
Yeah.
Might have lost a couple over the edge during the day.
Yep. So you won't get as good a yield, but there you go.
Yeah, it's worth a try, yeah?
Yeah. And he goes over to the blast engine and starts troubleshooting it, prepping for the evening. And the sun continues to drop, and soon it gets dark.
And try for some fish.
Yeah, you throw it over.
I'm downstairs, so when you go to get the nets, I kind of come out of my little trance and come up with you.
Yeah.
All right. You guys throw the net over, and if you want to do I guess nature or survival, whichever one.
DM,
Sure.
can I persuade you to add my proficiency bonus to this? Given my time at sea?
Absolutely. Sure.
I'm also proficient in survival. Do you want an assist, or do you want me to just roll
You
separate?
should. I'll give you the assist.
It would be survival, because that lets you hunt wild game.
Okay, survival then. Survival with your proficiency because of your past.
16.
16. Cool. Takes you about 30, 40 minutes, but you catch a few things. A couple of larger fish. They work against the net. Not as many as you were expecting. Seems to be a little bit light on the fish this evening, but enough to...
It feels weirdly good, Lisa. I haven't done that in a very long time.
It's a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting you to be so good at this.
You know.
I mean, I guess I should have with the bow tattoos, but you know.
All right,
You can't camp for shit, so.
why would you... There's boats. You know, why would you go...
I mean, my journeys usually include a little bit of both, but you know, to each their own, and we've got fish.
Yeah.
Which way is the wind blowing?
Southeast.
Like from the southeast?
It's going toward the direction you're traveling.
Okay. So I'm going to take one of the incense blocks and I'm going to set it up on top by the captain's quarters and just light it so it blows across the boat.
Sure.
Just to keep the bugs
Yosef
out.
eyes you as you're doing that. What the fuck is that?
Keeps the bugs away.
Oh, nice. It's not going to stain my boat.
Speaking of stain, Yosef, do you want to show Feder that stain on your deck? Or did you ever get it out?
I almost got it. Yeah, if you want to look at it, there's a blood stain I can't remove.
Well, before we do that, something else I used to not be terrible at was, I know usually most folks will want to cook their fish, but have you ever had it raw?
I mean, yes, but it wasn't fun.
I don't think that I have.
Just if we have a tad bit of salt, yeah? Give me a second.
Scoyle's like, raw? Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's fresh, man. We just got it out of the water. And, you know, we should do this before it gets too into whatever corruption there is. I don't know. Just hear me out.
Okay.
And I would just want to, like, just Japanese style, like, say, like,
Sushi it?
Making poke bowls.
You know, and slice it up.
Sure.
Into, like, nice, like, if we got, like, something pretty big, to, like, something that would be, like, a couple of nice, really good strips for everybody.
Sure.
A little sashimi.
Sleight of hand, maybe.
I would say for this, do just a D20 proficiency since you've...
Right.
And if anyone wants to add... If anyone wants to add their bonus to his
I had to
bonus.
cook a lot, so
I'll give you advantage.
So this, we're going to try this out.
My bonus is +6, so.
Yeah, so just add your bonus to his roll. So whatever you roll, just if you want to help him, add the bonus to it. We're going to try this out.
Okay. So I'm doing my survival plus proficiency plus whatever their roll is.
Whatever their modifiers
doing a single
are.
roll though.
Yeah, whatever their modifier is.
Oh, okay.
But I'm doing a single roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Are you?
Dropping everything.
You wasted the fish.
roll?
No.
Okay. So 10, 16,
I have 6. Plus
22.
25.
25?
Yeah.
If I'm adding my proficiency too, because I'm proficient in it, that's another +3, so 25.
Well,
Sure.
no, I mean,
Just pick one.
or just one.
Okay.
She's got the
She's
highest.
got the
Obviously
highest one.
+6 then.
Oh, yeah, but you could...
I like that we're all proficient in survival, though.
I am not. I am only proficient in boat-based
But just
survival checks.
As a clarification to try it out, he could add. You don't have to just pick. So he
Yeah.
could help and add. So essentially what I'm saying is like,
Line cook.
yeah.
All right, sure.
I'm the sous chef.
Yeah.
And just a tiny bit of salt. And here.
This is essentially removing any chance of failure.
I'm going to do the whole Salt Bay thing.
Yeah.
Salt Bay.
+6 +4
Tessa?
plus.
And I'll offer it to you first.
I'll take a bite.
And then Lisa.
This is actually
I'm
pretty good.
I'm weirdly excited about this.
This is good. It's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
We're on a ship. Do we have limes or lemons for scurvy?
We may not have thought about that, but
Well, I'm just.
We're
Sure.
not going to be on the ship that
I
long.
just meant, like a
a
little.
little, just a zest.
I'm gonna say Wissam gave us some with breakfast.
I got you.
Oh, yeah.
If anything happens, I got you.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
so-
no, I just for the flavor.
I like it
Yusuf.
I like it with the salt, but yeah, try some with the lemon. It's very good. This is very good.
It's like melt in your mouth. Good.
I am more at ease than you have seen Feder the entirety of the journey.
Oh, can you show me how to do that?
Certainly.
And what's weird is while you're doing this, you're so in the zone, you don't notice that Shenzaban is just staring at you, watching the whole thing.
Yeah, so
It's also licking its chops and just like trying to act pitiful. It's casually fucking with you still.
does the cat eat or not?
It doesn't.
It tilts its head, looks at you.
Yeah.
You can give. Why
it
don't
might
you
not
give him
have to.
something?
But If it tastes good, I look at him like, if it tastes good, sure.
It's the weirdest thing. You could have swore that Shinzoban winked at you.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say it will
Do you want
eat.
to give this to the...
No, I think you should.
Oh, no. Okay.
Shinzoban nods in
Do you
approval.
want me to show you a cool trick with cats?
Yes, show me all of
Okay.
the cool tricks.
Yes.
So, with cats, something really neat is if you just look at them for a little bit and then do a nice slow blink, that means, hey, I'm your friend. And then they'll slow blink you back.
Okay, so this is the most awkward, like one eye twitching. Like, because I
I'm
don't
just,
really...
like, off to the side,
with
like,
my
just
hand out, because I
laughing
really don't
silently
want to
behind
not...
my hand.
My whole thing is to like look and perceive that I don't want to take my eyes off of this thing. So it's
Slow
very
blink
like
and Fetter, we got you. He's a sweetheart.
It's a slow blink, not a wink. It's
blinking.
It does the slow blink.
Yeah.
And then with a speed that startles you, it snatches it from you
God.
and then walks over.
See, I just knew.
it's also highly intelligent because it can understand us. So
I know, but it's fucking with me, right? It's
absolutely, it's
100%.
fantastic.
But we're helping him.
Tasslin just has her head in her hands after seeing that, and I'm like, that cat is gonna ruin everything.
It goes to the front of the ship and just watches ahead.
It's not personal, though. All cats are kind of jerks.
Slowly turns around and looks back at all of you.
and it nods as yeah, damn straight.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, fuck you.
Under my breath, I'm like, maybe that's why Yusuf gets along with it so well.
I'll take that.
And yeah, you all enjoy a feast, and Yosef, he has a bite, and it's like, yeah, that's fine. And Squeal is impressed. This is delicious. I didn't know that things could be prepared this way and raw. I've had to just eat it raw for survival.
Yeah, sometimes you make the best of what you got, and if you've pulled it right from the water, it's
Oh yeah,
it's really no better way to do it.
yeah. No, I'm impressed. This seems to be your jam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I dabble. Yeah.
you dabble.
Do you ever smoke it? You ever just turn it inside out, cut it into sections, and just hold it over a fire and smoke it?
Yeah, but it's just. I mean, I'm so used to like on a long voyage.
This is better.
Oh well, thank you.
This is better.
Yeah, it's kind of the way to do it.
It's
Yeah.
like candy. I love
So
it.
good. I don't know.
What a neat way to prepare this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I may have to bum that recipe off of you. That
You really just cut it up.
cut it up.
Salt. It's kind of
I don't know. There was a way
simplicity of it is a.
you made
Yeah,
it seem like magic.
Oh well. Yeah.
You know. And the night starts to wind down, and
'Cause it's magic,
Skull gets in front of you. Okay, so I imagine you all want to take a watch. We're getting late. It's going to be want to get a rest. Decide who wants to watch.
I'll go first.
Go first.
Yeah.
I can go next if you want to wake me up.
Sure.
I'll
Or
go
do we
last.
want to do 2 people to a watch?
I feel like I'm good, but
Okay, so Fetter, Lisa.
I'm probably gonna be up, so I can go last. Actually,
Okay.
Taslin as last, and then Yusuf before that.
yeah.
We doing 4 watches, so 2 hours piece.
I want to
Yeah.
make sure that the panther actually goes away at dawn.
Okay. And yeah, you begin your watch. Everyone, Yosef finds a spot. I know, actually, he's still working on the machine. You sense that there's a lot of effort that goes into this thing that strikes you as like, is this really worth it? But you don't question it. And the rest of you retire. And the first watch goes by. Fetter, since you're first,
Yep.
you can roll if you want to for anything that might be really trying to sneak up. Definitely
Sure.
do it, but your perception is, your passives are really good.
Passive's 20. It's a 21.
Yeah.
Passive perception.
If you want to roll for beyond what you're
Sure.
like,
He can see into the string theory of the universe.
right, in the hearts of man sort of thing. I sense evil coming toward me.
Well, that is actually a 23.
23.
Yep.
Apart from a few watery creatures that bump against the boat that seem a little bit larger, that shake it a bit, nothing seems malicious. There's a few creatures where It's like, you wouldn't want to be down there in the water with them, but they pay the boat no mind. They seem familiar. They seem to move around it. You sense there's an exoticness to the water, but it doesn't seem to bother you guys. And your shift passes by without too much issue.
I'll, knowing that she might startle with those monkish reflexes, come in real gentle. Real gentle. Lisa.
Yes, hi.
Hi, you ready to take a watch?
I grab my staffs. I go upstairs.
All right.
Where is Tazlin positioned in the boat?
More towards the back, where there's a lot more cushion from supplies and netting and things like that. So back there with the panthers next to her, just resting.
Well, I'll give the panther a wide berth and try to just get in. And he's very used to just putting his back up to the side of the boat and nodding right off.
Sure.
But he wants to be next to her, just next to her. I'm not gonna like go in for like big spoon, little spoon, but I just want to be like just bumped up against her.
Yeah. And you guys are... Your family unit is resting.
Oh, God. I'm signing a lease. What's happening?
Way to ruin it.
Yeah. Now it's going to destroy. It's going to destroy itself. And yeah, Lisa, do a perception check of the...
5.
You doze off and a comet hits you all. No, just kidding.
Comments.
That damned comet. Yeah.
Called it.
Your watch goes by. You don't notice anything other than, hey, the clouds have parted here and I can see some stars. That's nice.
I get pretty lost in thought.
Yeah, you get lost in your thoughts and suddenly you realize, oh, I should probably wake someone up. I'm getting past my 2 hours a little bit. Oops. Next person.
Hey, Yusuf. Your turn.
Oh, right. Watch. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You get up, get to the top. You see Yosef cursing at
He's
his...
still working on the boat.
Yeah. Yosef,
I walk over to him. I'm like, it's been 4 hours, man.
something's not quite right. Come here. And he asks you to closer. The thing that's propelling this is not going. I think it might be stuck and causing a jam. If you want to grab, can you grab a rope? Let's just do this. We can do this quick. I want to get down there and clear it away, if that's cool.
You mean under the water?
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is I'll tie a rope to me and you, and that'll be the grounding. And since I'm back there and I'm smaller, I can just get in there and tear whatever is tangled in there apart. I don't know what else to do because nothing's working. And I'm about ready to just dive overboard and say, fuck it, you know? You know how it can get.
We can't, I'm assuming we can't like tilt this forward to get to whatever the back of it is?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get some rope.
Cool. You can get a couple to reinforce it. I'm embarrassed to ask. I don't like dangling or anything like that. And this is an awkward thing. So don't tell the elf.
Not a word.
Got it. Okay. Fuck. All right, cool. I think she would have too much fun with it and just you hear a snore from Squill. Shh, okay. All right, get the rope and we'll do this really quick.
Okay. 15 survival to tie us off.
Yeah, you get it's a good rope.
Then
Solid.
I'm gonna find like a spar or something to wrap like the midpoint around. So
Sure.
like, if he's in the water, I'm gonna throw. So like if he does get pulled, it doesn't pull me, it pulls on that so that I can.
Got it.
I've
Okay.
got a little bit of leeway to resecure it.
Sure. He just looks at you for a long time with you guys tied together. Not a word.
It's never happened.
Good. What happened, right?
Exactly. You see.
And he jumps in, and sometimes you feel a tug, the pull of it a little bit as he guides himself to the whatever the propeller down there is and starts working away at it. Every now and then popping back up for air, swearing like, fuck, oh, it's so gross. Gets down there. Back up. This is so not worth it. Get down there. Up again. I should have gone with sails.
Active perception just to want to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on him, but also keeping an eye on the surroundings. I'm not focused on him. Not a lot. 3.
3?
I'm very focused on him.
Yeah, he's taking up a lot of attention, and it's funny. You want to be the more mature one, but this is amusing, and you're even considering maybe even just nudging Squirrel Awake, throwing a loose rock at her or something. Just be like, check this out. I got the dwarf underwater. It dawns on you after a moment that he hasn't come back up for air, and you feel a lurch on the boat. Just
give the rope a tug.
It comes up clean.
Oh no!
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
As if in response,
What's up?
a bunch of shadows jump onto the boat. Through your dark vision, you can see they're lizard folk.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Balls.
The yank the captain onto the boat and try to kill him routine. An absolute classic. Anyway, this is what we storytellers like to call a cliffhanger. Guess you'll just have to wait right here until my return. Yes, right in that exact same spot, Clifford. In fact, if you so much as breathe or blink, I'll take my story elsewhere, and you'll never find out what happens next in these Demon Days. I was being sarcastic. Just come back here next time I stop by, okay? God damn it, Clifford. Every time with the questions and the demanding. I'm trying to tell a story. I'm trying to string together something entertaining, but all the time with your nagging. Oh my God. You can't even string a sentence together, let alone tell me how to tell my damn story. You know what? I don't want you to come back. Get out of here, Clifford. You're just being a bitch.
Well, Feder, I can make.
Hush! Stop being jealous. It's not real.
Shenzo's like, what? A dog?
I go.
All I can think of is this morning when my dog jumped into bed and was just like, I belong here.
That's what Abby does every morning because we will be laying in bed and she usually sleeps like at our feet or like in between my feet during the night. But in the morning, the second that like the sun's up, she wants to be in between us right at our shoulders.
The problem is my dog doesn't fit in my bed.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that Abby won't lay the same length as us. She wants to lay.
She curls up in between us.
And then she
line,
like
it's a ball.
So it's a ball, and then she lengthens out, so she's not vertical, she's horizontal, while we're vertical, and it's just like dog.
Oof.